and then you'll die.
Hello everyone, welcome to CNUS official YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't done yet. We provide technical knowledge at our best. Before getting into the topic, hope we will get relieved very soon from these tough times. Till now we have seen many software installation process. In this video, we are going to learn about Python IDE installation. Without wasting time, let's get started. As first step of our process, open the Chrome on your system. Not only Chrome, any browser, Mozilla Firefox or anything else, your convenience. Simply type Python in the search box. As I'm facing network issues, I have made things ready for you. And here we can see python.org is the official website of the Python. Simply click on that link and you will be directed to the Python official website. This is the Python official website. Here we can see about, downloads, documentation, community and many more. As we want to download the Python for Windows, simply click on the downloads button and you will be directed to the downloads page, or you can download by scrolling down the page. Here you can see the download. Latest version is Python 3.9.4, but I wish to go through this download button, so I am clicking on the downloads button. Here we are directed to the downloads page. This is the downloads page. Here we can see download the latest version for Windows. Download the Python 3.9.4. This Python 3.9.4 is the present version, current updated version of the Python. So if you want to download the 3.9.4 present version, current version, it always displays the current version here. So click on this button. Download will start soon. And if you want to download the specific release or the specific version of the Python, simply scroll down. Here we can see looking for a specific release. So if you are looking for a specific release, or if you want to download a specific version, here it has provided Python releases by version number. These are different versions of Python. This is the release date. The current version has been released on April 4th, 2021, and we can download it from here. So many of the viewers and users of Python have recommended 3.8.8 to download because it is the best experienceable version till now. Of course, the latest version of the Python 3.9.4 is available here. If you want to download the latest version, you can download it, or if you want to download the best version of the Python, 3.8.8 is the recommended version. So you can download it by clicking here. So I want to download the Python latest version 3.9.4, and here we can see our download has started. So wait for a while. So let's check whether our download has completed or not. Simply open the download section in the Chrome. So here we can see Python 3.9.4 executable file is downloaded, and you can check it on File Explorer also. So open File Explorer and go to downloads. Here we can see the Python 3.9.4 executable file has been downloaded. Click on that, and here when we open the Python executable file, we should allow the application to install on our computer. So the system has to allow the application to get installed in the system. So here we can see the two options. Install now. It automatically sets the path, so it directs the application to store the files, the downloaded files, in the particular location of the system. So this is the path that directs the application to store the downloaded files in the system. So it includes ideally pip and documentation, and creates shortcuts and file associations. So it downloads packages and libraries and all. So If you don't like the path and if you wish to change the path, you can change the path in the customize installation, and you need to check out the box, add Python 3.9 to the path. So by simply clicking on it, it directly adds the path to the system. It directly adds the path to the environment variables. So we need not copy any path and paste it in the environment variables. So it automatically adds the path to the system environment variables. So if you wish to change the path, go to customize installation. So these are all the files that are downloaded. You should install all these files to run a Python program successfully. So click on the next. Here we can see the Python path which is decided by the system. So if you want to change the path, simply click on the browser, but I don't want to change the path. I wish to go with the default. So I am clicking on the install. It's getting installed. Wait for a while. It is an automatic setup. It gets installed automatically, but it takes just wait for a while. These are all the files that are downloaded for the Python program to run successfully. So we need to install all these files. It is an automatic process. And if you want to change the file as installation, you can change it in the customize installation, which I have already told about that in just now. So here Python has been installed on our computer. So simply close, go to command prompt, open the command prompt. To check whether the Python is successfully installed in your computer, in your system or not, simply type Python in the command prompt and press enter. Here we can see Python 3.9.4, which we have downloaded and installed. So Python 3.9.4 has successfully installed in your system. So we can write programs here itself. This is the Python shell. We cannot say Python shell, but we can run the Python programs in the command prompt also. So just make a try. I am writing a simple basic program printing hello world. So this is the print statement I have given here. So press enter. Sorry, here is the mistake. So again, write the print statement again. So just press the enter. Here we can see the print statement has printed the hello world, but here it has not printed. The error is here. At the starting of the string, I have given single quote, and at the end of the string, I have given the double quotes. So this is the error here. That's why hello world has not been printed here. So in this statement, I have written the statement correctly. So hello world has been printed here. So if you want to exit, simply type exit, or by simply typing the exit, it does not exit the screen. You can use Ctrl Z, or you can enter the exit followed by the parenthesis. This is called parenthesis. So we can use this function, exit function, to exit the screen. So I have written the exit function, exit followed by parenthesis. So press enter. So it has successfully exited the screen. Now Python is installed and all ready for the use. Go to the search box and type Python. Here we can see IDE and Python 3.9 64-bit. It's the complete executable file. It contains the packages, libraries, and many files. These are the manuals. So I'm going to open the IDE. Click on the open. Sorry. So for the first time, it takes some time. Don't worry about that. And this is the Python IDE, Python shell. IDE is the workspace where we can write and execute the programs. So I'm going to write the simple program that's printing the statement. So we need not run or compile any program. Just by writing the statement and press the enter. Here it has printed the hello world, and I'm going to print another statement. This is the basic program and everyone can learn easily. Welcome to CNUBase channel. So this is the basic program and it has printed the welcome to CNUBase channel. So if you want to open the new shell, simply go to the file and open new file. You have to write the program here and you need to save. I'm going to save this file by pressing Ctrl S. So here we need to give the file name. Example, this is my first program, so I'm going to give that prog.1. So we need to save the file with .py extension. So it indicates that it's the Python file. So .py extension indicates Python file. Like in the C, we use .c. So in the Python, we use .py extension to save the files. It indicates the Python files. So we need to save the file after writing the program. See, by clicking on the save button, it saves the file. So here we can see pro1.py. I have saved the file. So this is the process of installation. So I have used the many terms like IDE, packages, and libraries. So if you want to know more about those terms, technical terms, so let us know in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel. We will provide technical knowledge at our best. So thank you for watching. Thank you.